Just accepting all the things that are going on with the body, any tightness, any aches and pains in the body, any stiffness. Maybe you're feeling really tired today, maybe you're feeling very energized, just accepting all of these things. Every day is a different day on the mat. And just inhaling, exhaling through the nose. Bringing calmness to the body. A little bit of peace to your mind. And just start to detach a little bit from what just happened before. You won't focus too much on what's going to happen next, and we'll just stay right now, being still with our breath. Inhaling through the nose, filling up the lungs. And then we'll completely full. We'll just hold for 1, 2, and then we'll slowly release the air. Really slowly, like a deflating balloon. Just releasing all of the air from the body. Until we're completely empty of air. And then we start the inhale again. Inhaling, filling up the whole body. When you're completely full of air, just gently hold for 2 seconds. And then release the air. And do that 2 more times. Inhale. Hold. 1, 2, and then slowly exhale. Last time, inhale. Lift up through the chest cavity, roll the shoulders back and down as we release the air, exhale. We use this breath through the practice to maintain this calmness. Even though we put the body under a little bit of fatigue, we can keep the breath calm, we can keep the nervous system nice and calm. It allows the body to open a little bit more, so it's not so tight. When the breathing becomes erratic, the body goes into flight or fright mode. It goes tight. You can calm the breaths and just keep breathing. You can keep the body nice and passive. It allows the body to be a little bit more flexible. Brings about a bit of calmness with our attitude towards the practice. Inhale up the hands. Reach into your thumbs. Exhale, fold forwards. Just walk the hands forwards, keep them grounded in the sit bones. Lift the chin, lift the head up a little bit more. Then we'll gently come down. Keeping these soft breaths. Move these hands around to the left side, bring the left elbow into the side of the body. Inhale. Reach. Look to the palm. So I'll come back to the floor and around to the front side. We'll take a breath in and out here. Move these hands around to the right side. Bring the right elbow into the side of the body. Looking to the left palm. Just reach. Staring to the underside of your palm. Exhale, coming all the way back down to the floor. Take a breath in and out here, and then looking to the hands. Let's slowly pull ourselves back up to sitting. Okay, we're going to take the knees underneath the hips and the hands underneath the shoulders. Okay, and we'll just start to sway a little bit into the hands. We're just starting to feel the weight into the wrists. And use the whole of your hand. You need to use the thumbs and the little fingers. Equal weight into both of these areas. We'll just start to rock a little bit into the hips as well. Just trying to check in with the body once again and seeing how we feel. Maybe just shake the tailbone a little bit. Okay. And then just come back and sit on your heels. You can squash into the toes a little bit. Now really bend these toes to be quite uncomfortable. I'm going to talk a little bit about core strength, about Mula Bandha, perineum, same thing. Okay. We're going to engage a little bit with this Mula Bandha, this perineum today to link the body together through the postures. Okay. Okay. So coming up onto your heels, bring the hands to bring the sit bones to your heels, bring the hands to your hips. Inhale, lift the chest. And exhale, we're going to posterior tilt the pelvis, bring the chin to the chest. Inhale, anterior tilt. Exhale, draw the hip bone back to the posterior tilt, chin into the chest. One more time. Inhale, draw the hip bone forward. Anterior tilt. And the last time, drop the hips back. Let's come back to neutral. Spread the knees. And stretch the feet now the other way. It'll be kind of nice. I'm going to tap out the toes a little bit because they're a little bit tight. And bring your sit bones back down onto your heels. Your hands back onto your hip bones, okay? You need to feel these hip bones as they move. So let's begin again. So we're going to inhale, anterior tilt, so rolling the pelvis forward. A tiny little bit of back curvature, the shoulders are going back. Chest really pushing forwards like we are in upward dog. And then exhale, draw these hip bones back. Bring the chin into the chest, so you kind of contain the body a little bit. Inhale. So all of this movement you're making happen from the perineum, from down here. Inhale, coming forward. And exhale, let's come back. One more time. Inhale, come forward. And exhale, come back. Let's come onto the, walk the hands forwards. We'll come onto the hands here a little bit. Okay, let's come up onto the knees. We'll tuck the toes back under. We're going to keep the thighs perpendicular to the floor and just walk the hands down. Keep the tailbone lifted. And walking the chest down to the floor and really stretching forwards with the arms. So we can really stretch underneath the armpits into the side of the body. Breathe down a little bit more. And look into the hands. We'll slowly walk ourselves back onto the mat. We're going to push from here up into downward dog. Push the hips up and back. The feet want to be about hip distance apart and just start to walk through the feet, stretching out through the toes, bringing the sit bones up nice and high. Okay, good. And lengthen. And look into the hands, we'll step forward to the right foot between the hands. Okay. And just breathe here. Calm the nervous system. One at the neck, so it's nice and long. Shoulders back. So we don't want the shoulders right up against your ears here. Stretch out through this back thigh. Don't let this back thigh fall down and collapse like this. Stretch. Extend through the heel. Breathe. Just inhale and exhale through the nose. Calmness to the body. We're going to drop the back foot, drop the back knee, stretch and dorsal flex the back foot. And push this back foot into the floor so this back leg is active. It's going to help you to keep your balance. This just goes loose, you're going to get all wobbly on this back knee. It's going to also put a lot of pressure on your knee. And when you push into your back foot, you should get more of an opening and a stretch on this hip flexor. Okay? And when we come up, we're pushing and driving the hips forwards. Open the chest. And then exhale, we're going to come into position 2. Bring the hands to the floor. You can come up onto the fingertips if it's easier. Tuck under the toes at the back. Lift up, push the hips back so we can get straight legs. Concave the body like in the unhappy cat. And we see if we can bring the forehead to your shin. Inhale, come back to the floor, and back to position 1. Stretch, dorsal flex the foot. Lift the chest and push the hips forward so we can really drive into the hip flexor. Exhale, bring the hands to the floor, come back into position 2. Straight legs, concave the back, bring your forehead. Inhale, come back to the floor, position 1. This time, we'll lift up through the hands. Reach. Exhale, come back to the floor, position 2. Release all the air and then inhale back, position 1. Lift up. Exhale, come back to the floor, position 2. Inhale, stretch your back foot, lift up. Exhale, come back to the floor. Okay, let's bring the right arm on top of the right knee. Come back to look to your left thigh. And we'll come and collect the back foot, if it's possible. We'll take this back foot into the body so we can really stretch through this front and this left hip. In this position, we're trying to bring the weight onto the top of the thigh, so we're not on the ball of the knee. Let's release the hand. Okay, and we'll step back here into downward dog. And breathe. Nice calm breaths. You might need to bend knees here just to get your hips up and back a little bit more. Lengthen through the side of the body, through the arms and through the lateral muscles. And lift into the hands, let's step forward, left foot. Bring the heels of your hands in line with the heel of your foot. Extend again through the right heel. Shins coming forward, nice relaxed face, breath nice and calm. And just inhaling, exhaling through the nose. Try and find some peace in the posture. Don't make it all about the struggle. You don't need to struggle. Okay, we just need to breathe. As long as we can breathe, everything's fine. Let's take this right knee back to the floor. Dorsal flex the right foot, push the right foot into the floor. And let's lift up, drive the hips forwards. Try and take some pressure out of the back knee by pushing into the top of your foot. Open the throat. Exhale. Bring the hands back to the floor, tuck under the toes. Straight legs if possible. If possible, we'll try and lift the front toes. And bring the forehead to the knee. Let's come back to position one. Stretch your back foot. Find the balance within the core. Push into the top of your thigh. Lift the chest. Drive the hips forwards. Exhale. Come back to the floor. Up under the toes. Straight legs. Inhale. Open. Stretch your back foot. Lift up through the hands. Bring the hands back to the floor. Stretch your legs. Open. Inhale. Lift up. Pushing the hips forwards, opening the hip flexors. Exhale. Straight legs. Inhale. Up through the hands again. Exhale. Bring the left arm to the top of the left thigh. We come back. Maybe we reach to come and get the right thigh. And then we can come and get this back foot and take this into the body. Breathe, find the balance. Okay, and then release the back foot. And let's step back from here and step back into downward dog. Let's take a few breaths here. And look into the hands. Let's step forward, right and left foot. Halfway left. 10. Exhale, forward. Inhale. Let's come all the way up. And look into your palms. Exhale. I'm going to go through Surya Namaskara. We're going to do 3A, 2B. Okay? Just take your time, calm the breath. Remember, we need to engage the perineum, the core. Inhale, lift up. Stretch, really reach up with the hands here. Exhale, push back the hips and fold forwards. Inhale, halfway lift, hands to shins. Exhale, step back into plank and come down through chaturanga. Elbows into the side of the body. Inhale, push up into Ardha Mukha Svanasana and come back into Ardha Mukha Svanasana. Take 5 breaths here. Maybe bend the knees, get the hips up and back so we can get length through the spine, length through the side of the body. Let's look to the hands and we're going to step right and left foot, halfway left. Exhale, fold. Inhale. Let's come all the way up. Looking for the hands. Reach, reach, reach. And exhale. Inhale. Looking for the palms. Exhale, fold forwards. Inhale, halfway lift. Bring the hands to the shins. Exhale, come back into plank. I'm going to give you a variation here. So bring the knees to the floor, stick out your butt, and come down through chaturanga. Elbows to the side of the body, and push up into the Mukha Svanasana. Back into Ardha Mukha Svanasana. Five breaths here. Let's look to the hands. Inhale, step forwards, right and left foot. Halfway left. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift the chin and the head, and then come all the way up. Into the palms. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, fold forwards. Inhale, halfway lift, bring the hands to the shins. Exhale, step, hop back and come down through chaturanga. Inhale, open to upward facing dog. Exhale back into downward facing dog. Five breaths here. Then trying to find that full extension through the vertebrae and through the side of the body. And look into the hands, step forwards, right and left foot. Halfway lift. Extend, shoulders back, neck coming forwards. Exhale, fold. Inhale, let's come all the way up to standing. Reach. Exhale. Position. Inhale, bend the knees. Bring the fingers through the mat, come up. into Utkatasana, chair pose. Exhale, fold forwards. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, let's step back. We come down through chaturanga. Inhale, open. Into upward facing dog. Back into downward facing dog. Let's step the left foot to the side, right foot comes between the hands. Looking forwards, bringing the hips forwards, come up into Virabhadrasana 1. Exhale, back to the floor. All the way down, inhale up. Exhale, back into downward dog. Step the right foot to the side, left foot's coming forwards, hips facing forwards. And we lift up on the other side. Exhale, all the way back through chaturanga. Variation. Inhale up. Exhale back into downward dog. Five calm breaths here. Let's look to the hands. Step forwards right and left foot. Halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, bend the knees. And sweep the fingers from that. Come up into Utkatasana. Exhale. Okay, position. Let's do one more of those. Inhale, bend the knees, sweep the fingers through the mat. And come up into Utkatasana. Exhale, fold forwards. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, let's step back. Come down through chaturanga. Inhale, open. Exhale, back into downward dog. Step the left foot to the side, so the left heel just comes in front of the right toe. The right foot forwards. Hips facing forwards, lift it up. Keep your right knee over your right ankle. Exhale, all the way back down through chaturanga. Inhale, open. Exhale, back into downward dog. Step the right foot to the side, left foot comes forwards. Lift up. Exhale, all the way down. Inhale, open. Exhale, back into downward dog. And look into the hands. Let's step into sitting. We're going to do mostly sitting postures today. Okay, and we're going to do in Ashtanga, in between each sitting posture, each side, there was a vinyasa. We won't be doing all of the vinyasas, but we'll be starting to introduce these vinyasas. Okay, let's come into Dandasana, the foundation posture. So lifting up, drawing in the navel, lifting up through the chest. Shoulders are back and down, so we don't want to be like this, okay? We're going to bring this whole chest cavity open, so we can breathe into the whole chest cavity. Inhale. And exhale, fold forwards. Collect your big toes. Collect your big toes with your first two fingers in your thumb. Inhale, open. Straight back, if it's possible, we'll come forwards into Paschimottanasana. Okay, and let's come up. We're going to bring the hands over so we can bend the toes. Remember when we were sitting on our toes earlier, which is the same thing. We're going to bend the toes backwards. Okay, and watch what happens with the shoulders. So the shoulders are not all uptight around the neck and the ears. We roll the shoulders back and down. Allow the chest to come forward. And then surrender to the posture. And again, keep your breath nice and calm. Come on, we're going to take a little vinyasa. So I'm going to teach you a little half vinyasa. So bring your feet, just cross the feet. Okay, so when we're trying to practice for full vinyasas, we're going to lift up and bring the feet through. Okay, this is not maybe possible right now. And what we'll do, cross the feet, rock onto your hands, roll onto the outside edges of your feet, and you're going to step back and down to chaturanga. Inhale up, into Uttanasana, and back into Ardha Uttanasana. And then look to the hands, and we're going to try and jump through. But initially, we might just want to do a little hop. We're just going to do a little hop and sit. Okay? If you want to try to jump through, do a little bit more height. And come through. Okay, that's not happening. We'll start little steps. We'll just do the little hop. Okay, let's bring these hands back, facing towards the glutes. And come up. Uttanasana. So, come back to the floor. We'll take another little hop back. We're going to cross feet. We'll come to the hands. And down through chaturanga. Inhale up. Go back into downward dog. And look to the hands. Hop into sitting. Okay. Let's take this right foot into Ardha Padma. Uttanasana. I'm going to show you all of these postures in stages, and maybe from different angles also, because especially this, okay? Just so you can see what's happening. So we're rocking nice and carefully with your knee. Okay? So we're rocking this little leg here, trying to keep the body straight. If you're struggling here with just this posture, just holding this, just stay here. Don't try to go to the next place. I think the postures, it's always about understanding. It's not about conquering those postures. We don't ever conquer them. We don't ever complete them, really. There's always somewhere else. Okay, let's take this foot to the next level, put into the hip crease. Okay, and we'll take the right hand behind to collect these toes. Stop at any of these points. If there's any pain here in the knee right now, just stop. Okay? You do not need rotation through the knee. Rotation is happening through the last part. Looking forwards. Nice breath. Long breaths, let the body release. Then come back up. Again, nice and gently, nice and nicely with your body. We won't do a vinyasa for every side right now. We'll take this left foot into Adho Baddha. Again, we'll place it in this here. I think this is a good way because it feels, makes you feel that your knee and your ankle are kind of protected. You can start to just focus on the rotation in this hip, okay, and the flexibility in this glute muscle. Stay here, position 1, beginners, okay? Don't try, and you're going to try and hold yourself up and keep your balance by engaging this right leg, all right? Take this foot to the hip crease. Okay, and we'll see if we can come around to collect the toes. If you can't get your toes, move to the belt or towel. Like this. So many options. We have to find a way. This is what this is about, this relationship with ourselves, finding a way. Finding a way through practice, finding our way through the postures, finding our way through the difficulties and the challenges that we face on the mat, and ultimately finding the way through the challenges that confront us in our lives. Little half vinyasa, rock back, come down into chaturanga. Inhale, open into upward facing dog, back into downward facing dog, and then look into the hands. Just hop a little hop and come and sit on your feet. Okay. We're going to take the right foot back into triangle mukha kapada Paschimottanasana. Okay, now you might need a block here to come into your left glute muscle. So you can keep these hip bones level. And sort of turn a little bit out this calf muscle. We want to have this right heel of the foot to the outside of the hip. We don't want these knees to be spreading apart, so they want to stay together. We're going to come down and get these toes. Use a towel or a belt. Okay, I'm going to show you this from the side so you can see what's happening. Okay, what we do not want, you do not want this. Okay, we don't need to get this foot. We'll just practice sitting up straight, and then we'll try and practice focusing going forward. Not like this. Like this, okay? The shin is trying to look up with the toe here. And look forward all the time. The toes get so much attention in the practice. It's just great. Because they're usually locked in shoes. Feet. Take a little vinyasa. Hop back. And down. Inhale up. Back into downward dog. Look into the hands. A little hop. Back into sitting. Take this left foot back. Okay, again. Use the block if you need. Run up a towel to bring yourself up into even a little bit. Okay. And looking to the right toes, inhale up. Exhale, come forward. Then using towel. Or indeed, if you haven't got any of those things, bend your knee. And bring your chest, your belly, your ribcage onto the top of that knee, and then you can start to slide that foot away. Slowly, slowly. More flexibility you get. Let's come all the way up. Release. And like that. We'll look up. Like that. And down to chaturanga. Inhale, open. Open Mukha Svanasana. Back into other Mukha Svanasana. Let's look to the hands. You can just hop or step back into sitting. Let's take this right leg into Svanasana. Okay? So we want to take this right heel, if possible, right into the side of the groin here. And again, when you look at all of these postures, these sitting postures, we'll just look at them in separate parts, break them down. So this is part one, trying to sit up straight. Okay, this might not be possible. Part two, we open and come forwards, using a towel, a belt, or indeed bend the knee. Don't mind what you have to do to get this, but just do not start doing this. This just causes you problems in your back here, okay? Do all this, okay? Try and get this. Think about stretching this part of the body, okay? So you will get the flexibility, you have to breathe. Take time. Let's come back up. Okay. We're going to take this out sideways. So let me come sideways on the mat. Bring this foot so it comes across the groin area. Part one, finding the stability. Okay, this is all wobbling. We just stay and try to understand this part. You come to this left toe with the left hand. Palm faces to the ceiling, and then just slide the thumb into there. Okay, again, you might stop here. You just turn to look over your shoulder. If it's possible, we'll lift up through the hand. If it's possible, we'll take the hand to the foot and breathe. And release. Now, if we come in, and we'll take this left foot into Janusasana, Janusasana A. Okay, finding this right angle here, and maybe this is position one is for you. Drop and come down. Nice, calm, soft breath. And calmness to your face, calmness to the body. Inhale, come back up, and we're going to open back out to the right side. We're just keeping the same breath that we've had through the whole practice. Open the right palm. Foot here. Over. You can stop at any point along the way. Okay? You don't have to always go to the ultimate position. Each time we have to work our way into understanding the postures, understanding ourselves, understanding how our bodies move. Okay, come back up. We're going to take another little vinyasa here. Up the feet, walk up into the hands, hop or step back, and come down to chaturanga. Inhale, open. Bow back into downward dog. Then look into the hands, come back into sitting. come into Ruchiasana A. Okay, right foot comes into the glute muscle. Okay, you want to try to keep a little bit like a fist distance between this foot and this knee. This leg is completely engaged, okay? It doesn't just go floppy because then the body goes floppy. Okay, we need to try to sit up. Part one of this posture is trying to maintain this seated position. We're not like this again, okay? So part one might be you just hugging this knee, okay? Part two is you try to push the knee behind us. You try to get it first of all underneath the right armpit. If we can get it past, if we can get the shoulder past the knee, then we can start to think about finding two hands with each other. Okay? And then, if it's possible, we extend to bring the chin down. Keeping the left toes engaged. Breathe. Don't hold breath because then the body goes tight. Then you lose the flexibility. And come back up. Release the hands. Lift the left leg into the side of the body. You can see from this side what happened. Again, part one, just pop this into the body, try and maintain the stability without falling over. If we can bring this knee past the shoulder, then we can start to think about wrapping around and binding the two hands, bring the chin down. Nice breath. Release the hands, using a cross feet, cross back, and down to each other over. Inhale up, go back into downward dog. Look into the hands, just hop. Then we're going to hop a little bit higher and sit. Ruchiasana B, Ruchiasana B. Okay, now there's an option to this. I'm going to show you in detail as well. Be really careful with your knee, okay? The option, I'm going to show you the full posture. So, left leg comes right into this right hip crease. And then I want you just to hang out onto this thigh. So this thigh stays on the floor, this knee stays on the floor. And we're just going to hang out on this left hand and slide the right foot up. Just hang out here, okay? Deal with this for a moment. Don't want this leg swinging around in the air because then it makes this knee vulnerable. Okay, so you want to keep that supported. Try and keep that onto the ground. Bring in this right foot close to the glute. And you start to walk this hand up a little bit. You might be just here. Okay, this might be it for you. Fine. We're going to try and bind. We're going to take this right hand and wrap around, keeping this knee grounded. Let's see if we can collect the other hand. Extend the chest forwards, and then we'll bring the chin towards the floor. Okay? Again, break this down all into different stages. I'm now going to show you the variations in each option. That's quite challenging. So instead of having the left foot up onto the thigh, just bring your left foot underneath, touching the glute muscle. And bring the right foot in front here, and you combine. And start to build into this posture. Okay? Let's unwind that side. Let's do the other side. We're going to break it down because it looks a little bit complicated. Okay. So if you remember earlier on, we were doing Ardha Baddha Padma Paschimottanasana. Okay, that's the one where we come around. And okay? If you struggle to get this foot into your hip crease, probably not going to happen for this posture. Okay, so you need to find this flexibility in your hip. Doesn't matter, it will happen in time. You don't need to be impatient. If it's possible, again, bring this knee onto the floor so it's nice and protected. Okay? Do not want to damage our knees. They take so long to repair. Okay, leave me. I know. And let's see if we can come and bind again. When you get into the bind again, don't be scrunching up around your shoulders. Try and let the neck be free. And be loose here and down. A variation, okay? Just to take this foot under. Bring this left foot in front here. Okay? And then we'll work with the binding. Breathe the most important. Okay. Come back up, we'll take a little vinyasa. Cross feet. Back and down to chaturanga. Inhale up to facing dog. Back into downward facing dog. Lift into the hands. We'll come back, hop or step into sitting. Let's come into Mudukasana C. Okay, so many variations here. We'll bring this, we'll start with the right side. That's how it works. We'll bring the right foot into the glute here. And I'm going to show you the beginnings of this. So the beginnings of this is we take the right hand behind. We use the left arm to hug this right knee into the chest, really tight. Bring into the chest. And you start to push the knee away from you as you start to rotate into the body. And we'll see if we can get the knee underneath the armpit, past the shoulder. If you get your shoulder past your knee, then you can think about coming into the bind. You'll see this from the other side when we do the other side. And release. Back around, we're going to swap feet. Okay, again, you don't want to practice without egos, okay? You don't need to go for the ultimate position before we're ready for it. Because that's when we get injured in the practice. Not necessarily, it's our egos that injure us, not the practice. Ego. Okay, so just listen to your body, one step at a time. Understand your body, understand how you work. Okay, again, this is all about yoga, yoking the mind and the body. Not the mind dictating what's happening here. We're working as a team. Okay, we work, see if we can find the flexibility in the rotation. And this is when we bind the hand. Release from here. Okay, you can cross feet. Back. Down to chaturanga. Up to facing dog. Back into down facing dog. Now looking to the hand. Hop back into sitting. We're going to now flow into Ashtanga. So make sure there's nothing behind you yet. Okay. Right there. Feet. See if you can hit the toes. Okay. Put the first two fingers in your thumbs. Grab hold of your big toes. Okay, hook the the toes. And so hopefully you can see my toes. So what I do, what everyone does, but what I do probably do, I hook the toes with my first two fingers, and then hook the fingers with my toes. Okay? Just create strong feet, just create strong arches, gets the feet working. Okay? Everything's working, as I said before, it becomes one. So hook the toes, hook the fingers. Inhale, and exhale will come down. Maybe you might just be staying here, okay? It's fine. Again, we don't want to bump out the back. Try and bring the chest down. Come on. We're going to rock backwards, so make sure there's nothing behind you. Lift up through the feet, and let's see if we can come back. Bring the feet over the head, chin into the chest. Eyes rest here. And we're going to come back up halfway only. So just hold, so we can focus, hold. Breathe. Focus. Concentrate, get on your sit bones, not on your sacrum. And we'll see if we can bring the feet together. Just breathe, calm breath. Maybe you need to bend the knees a little bit here, this is fine. Just do what you need to do. We're going to go a little bit further. We're going to grab the sides of the feet. See if we can come a little bit closer. Bring the chin maybe to the chin. Release. Bring your feet down into Ashtanga. Okay? Roll them down to both sides. Okay. Coming into Ashtanga. You'll just open the hips, butterfly here a little bit. So again, I want you to show you the side of the body. Because what happens here a lot of the time is when we get into Ashtanga, we do this. Right? No, I'm exaggerating, obviously. But people do this. Then you're on your back on your sacrum. Position one is to sit up straight. Okay? So nice and straight. Very fast. And back around to the front side. Okay, and then we're going to see if we can open up the feet a little bit. Okay? The knees a little bit more down. Let's see if we can bring some forwards. Breathe. Back up. Okay. Next, we'll bring the chin into the chest. Right just into this little crevice here. Lift the chest. Push down the knees. Release the knees up. Come onto our backs. Bring the knees into the chest. Your chin, your knees, press the feet. Rock a little bit from side to side. A little bit of a hug. Rock the foot back, sitting. We're going to finish with shoulder stand inversion. It's going to be shoulder stand with the Ashtanga. We're going to then go into Halasana, which is the flower pose, and then we're going to come into Matsyasana, which is fish pose. Okay? So just take your time, there's no rush. Okay, to come through this. First, we're going to come up into, I'm going to show you the three parts because you might want to just go through the three parts if you're practiced before and you know the transition. I'll just show you how to get in and out safely. Because when you're upside down, it's difficult to see the screen. Okay? So let me just show you, just sit there, remove anything out of the way at the back of your neck. Okay? Remove my hair. Okay? And come onto your back. And we're going to use that core strength, and we're going to use our hands as strength. Okay? Okay, so let's rock up a little bit, and we're going to bring these knees onto the top of your forehead. Then collect your back. Bring the hands up to the middle of your back. And then lift up. Then bring the chin into the chest. Stay here for 12 breaths. Nice soft breaths. After 12 breaths, we're going to bring the knees back to the forehead and extend into 12 pose. Most important to bring these hands behind and push the back of the arm into the floor. Keep the chin tucked into your chest. When you've done 5 breaths here, bring your knees back to your forehead, hands to the floor, and slowly roll down. Vertebrae by vertebrae. Bring the hands face down, underneath the glutes, just at the top of your glutes actually. And then up onto the elbows. Something like that. And then push the chest up. Just roll backwards until we end up onto the ground. Off the head. Turn out the feet. Lifting the wrist blade. You can go a little bit more here. Extend the arms. Extend the feet. Yeah. So take your time in all of those postures. You have fun. No rush. You're still really take your time. Remember to take care of your neck. Take care of your body. And maybe no rush again, but when you're finished, all 3 postures, come back and lie in Shavasana. Maybe take your blanket. Shavasana is very important. Okay, I'm going to get up and talk to you. You should be laying back in Shavasana. You want to. You don't want to. You don't have to. Shavasana is very important. We start off the practice, checking in with how we feel at the beginning of the practice. And Shavasana at the end, we have an opportunity to review the situation. back in with what we're feeling, slowly releasing the body to the floor, to the earth, feeling that calmness and food for the practice. Relax. You start to go through, scanning through your body. First from the little toe all the way up through the body, up through the knees. Sending a little bit of love to every part of the body, a little bit of recognition all the way up through the thighs, to the hips. Acknowledging, sending some love, and then releasing, relaxing, slowly working your way up to the body. Finding maybe places where you hold tension in the body. And just releasing it. Working your way up to the shoulders. Really try to relax the shoulders, feeling feelings, very lost stress in the shoulders, in the neck. It's a headache. Just relaxing it. Normal breath. Relax and be patient to go to the next thing. Find a place where you can feel some blissfulness. And you'd love to go anywhere. You know where you need to be. Back here. There's no one we need to be with but ourselves. And complete contentment. When we're present as human beings, we are our most powerful selves. Start to draw attention to the body. If you'd like to stay in Shavasana for a little bit longer, please do. We'll start to wind up the class now. Those of you are ready, start to move your head from side to side, loosening your neck, keeping your eyes gently closed. With an inhale, bring your hands over your head. The exhale onto your right side, using your right arm as a pillow, so that you're flat. With an inhale, make your way up to sitting. Your hands, your heart. Make sure you're alone. Respect to each other, for the practice. Inhale. Palms together, straighten the feet. Take your warm palms over your toe side. Keep your eyes open. Practicing today. That goes well.